Okay, making this video has turned out to be more challenging than what I had anticipated. Initially, I made this video to basically talk smack about TAG Heuer, but the more I research about it, well, turns out TAG Heuer is pretty good. Sort of? Hey guys, my name is Ashley and today we're going to talk about TAG Heuer. Oh, this is wrong. Today what I have here is Toko Tuku. So before you jump into the meat of the video, let me just share my personal experience when it comes to TAG Heuer. Well, to be honest, I had none. When it comes to TAG Heuer, I was aware of its existence, but I guess I didn't really grasp its significance. So until recently, I had very limited knowledge when it comes to TAG Heuer as a brand. So before making this video, here is what I thought about TAG Heuer. Expensive for no reason, celebrities, and why in the world is there a smartwatch? What is this? So yeah, I didn't really like TAG Heuer, and moreover, I just find their design language just doesn't really speak to me. For some reason, I always associate TAG Heuer with the serrated bezel, and this serrated bezel just not exactly my cup of tea. But having said all that, I noticed something very interesting. Many casual watch fans, for example my friends and my families who aren't watch nerds or crazy watch enthusiasts like us, they know about TAG Heuer and they perceive TAG Heuer as a luxury brand and a high quality one. It's often used as a gift to mark a person's achievement, for example retirement gift, graduation gift, and so forth. Many of my friends and families own these sentimental TAG Heuer watches. So it made me realize that, TAG Heuer is actually more popular than what I thought, and it's definitely more mainstream as well. So that's why I turned to you guys, my subscribers, to basically post about your experience when it comes to TAG Heuer watches. Like, what are your opinions about it? So yeah, even preparing this whole video kind of forced me to research about TAG Heuer. I have to admit, I actually didn't want to, because I just didn't really like TAG Heuer. I think as a newbie in whatever hobbies that you have, it's very important to stay open and just learn about it, even though you don't necessarily like that brand. So that's what I did, and through the whole experience, I actually find it quite enjoyable, I will have to say. And because I realized that TAG Heuer is actually quite a legendary watchmaker themselves. They actually contributed a lot of horological advancements with their patents, and as well as the advancement and the innovations. So as I mentioned earlier, although they gained mainstream popularity among casual watch wearers, TAG Heuer faced some criticism from watch enthusiasts. However, before it became TAG Heuer, it was just Heuer, and it was pretty good. In 1860, Edward Heuer, forgive me if I pronounce the name wrongly, okay? And he quickly patented a lot of stuff, starting from making the winding mechanism for pocket watches without the use of a key, which I realized, apparently last time they used to use a key to wind pocket watches. Yeah, I just find that to be very interesting. Thanks Google! Then they invented their oscillating pinion mechanism in 1887. What is it? Well, it's this thing over here. And thanks to them, this technology is still widely used by major watchmakers today. And Heuer did not stop there. The company was still grinding and filing patents for water-resistant casing. Then they also introduced this time of trip dashboard chronograph. And what you need to know about this time of trip thingy is that it's when the partnership between the aviation and the automotive industries was formed. And other achievements include the micrograph, which was the most precise stopwatch at the time. Everyone know about the first watch to the moon, okay? The moon watch. But do you know that Heuer is actually the first watch to be in the space. John Glenn was wearing a Heuer stopwatch during his first American space voyage in 1962. Now that's really cool. Now let's talk about the newest Carrera Glassbox chronograph. So what happened was I entered a TAG Heuer shop for the first time. To be honest, I wasn't attracted to any of those watches, but one stood out, really stood out. I saw this beautiful dark blue chronograph. Then I found out it apparently is the newest Glassbox Carrera. It's meant to be the 60th anniversary of this Carrera lineup, and I have to say it's probably the only TAG Heuer watch that I like. It looks so good. It really stood out, guys. Like, I mean, when you walk into a shop of a brand that you didn't really like, you just walk around and then the salesperson asks you, is there anything that you want to try and all that. They are very nice. But when you just browse through, try to do some window shopping, just know it. You know, all those watches, they just don't speak to you. But then suddenly you just saw this one piece there that stood out among the rest of them, and it's that good. I guess the only regret is I didn't really try it on, but it just looks so good, guys. I mean, if you guys have the opportunity to visit any of the TAG Heuer shop, please go and try it on. So thanks to one of my friends who kindly lent her Aquaracer watch to me, I got the chance to personally handle it in person. This watch, the reference number is WBD1412. This watch is suitable for ladies who prefer the petite design. With only 27mm case diameter, it sits femininely, yet has a tinge of sporty design. Eliminating all those typical diamonds, this is basically a smaller version of your typical men's Aquaracer. Taking away with a quartz movement inside and retailing at USD $1,600, making it probably one of the more affordable options in TAG Heuer lineup. Although this isn't the size of the watch that I would personally go for, I do like the shape of the watch, especially when viewing the sides of the case. Remember I mentioned that I didn't really like the typical serrated bezel? I'm so easily persuaded. The side of the case kinda sold it to me. I quite like the look from this side. It's very sporty, yet maintaining this classy look to it. And I guess I can see the appeal, and I guess I'm almost going to appreciate this serrated look as it symbolizes TAG Heuer and is very recognizable. The bracelet feels good as what you would have expected. The bezel has this very nice tactile feel. Now let's talk about the aesthetics. Sporting a stainless steel blending into the case design material instead of using a different color or material for the bezel, like any other typical diver watch. At low light condition, this dial is more of a darker shade of blue, but under the bright sunlight it turns into bright blue, and this shape of blue is I would have to say it's like royal blue. Yeah, so it's actually pretty cool.